itself. For years, Batman fans watched Bruce protect young partners from danger. Return of the Joker reveals what happened when he failed. Batman is devastated. The emotional damage extends far beyond Tim. The movie explains why Bruce eventually became so isolated, why the Bat family fractured, and why so many relationships fell apart. It also provides the final major Joker story in this continuity. There's no grand episode where Batman and Joker say goodbye. Instead, their final chapter exists inside a direct-to-video movie, and it is brutal. The original uncut version and the edited version handle the Joker's death differently, but both versions keep the same core emotional truth. Joker's final crime left permanent scars on Bruce, Barbara, Tim, and the entire Bat family. In many ways, Return of the Joker functions as the ending that Batman the Animated Series never had. It closes the book on Batman's greatest enemy, and it does so with consequences that shape Bruce Wayne for decades. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Batman in his final chapter. By the time Justice League and Justice League Unlimited arrived, Batman had entered another phase of his life. He was no longer the younger hero from 1992. He was a veteran, a survivor, and a man who had spent years carrying enormous emotional weight. Among gods, aliens, and metahumans, Batman remained completely human, and that fact became central to his identity. While characters like Superman and Wonder Woman possessed incredible powers, Batman relied on intelligence, preparation, determination, and an almost terrifying refusal to back down. Justice League often presented him as the most stubborn person in the room. He questioned authority, challenged assumptions, planned for worst-case scenarios, and refused easy answers. But beneath all that toughness, the series repeatedly revealed his humanity. His friendships with League members became some of the strongest relationships of his life. He learned to trust others more than he did during much of the new Batman adventures. He remained guarded, but he was no longer completely alone. This older Batman felt closer to the version we later saw in Batman Beyond. The years were catching up with him, the sacrifices were accumulating, and every appearance felt like another step toward the future we already knew awaited him. All of this ultimately built toward one episode, Epilogue. Epilogue, the real final chapter of the DCAU Batman story. If you ask where Batman the Animated Series truly ended, the strongest answer is not in an episode of Batman the Animated Series at all. It's in Epilogue. Epilogue aired on July 23, 2005, as Justice League Unlimited Season 2, Episode 13. It was created as a major farewell to the Batman Beyond story and, in a broader emotional sense, to the DCAU's Batman arc. The story focuses on Terry McGinnis after he discovers shocking information about his DNA. Terry confronts Amanda Waller and learns that his genetic connection to Bruce Wayne is not an accident. Waller explains that a secret project attempted to create a new Batman by rewriting Terry's father's reproductive DNA, so Terry would be Bruce's biological son. At first, the revelation seems enormous. It sounds like the episode is saying that Batman is defined by genetics, but that's not the point. The point's actually the opposite. The heart of the episode comes through Amanda Waller's memories of Bruce Wayne. Years earlier, Waller had encountered a young girl named Ace from the Royal Flush Gang. Ace's powers had become dangerously unstable. When she died, the resulting psychic backlash threatened countless lives. Cadmus had prepared a weapon to eliminate her, and Batman volunteered to go. At first, that sounds like a typical Batman mission, but it's not. When Batman reaches Ace, he discovers that she already knows she's dying. She knows he's been sent to stop her. She even knows that he won't kill her. Instead of fighting her, Batman sits beside her. He talks to her. He treats her with kindness. He sees a frightened child facing death alone and refuses to let her die alone. So he stays with her, holds her hand, and remains beside her until the end. Many fans consider this one of the greatest Batman scenes ever created. Not because Batman wins, not because he defeats anyone, but because it captures who he truly is. A man defined by compassion. Amanda Waller realizes something important in that moment. Batman's not special because he suffered. Many people suffer. Batman is special because he refused to let suffering destroy his humanity. That realization changes her understanding of Batman. It also changes Terry's. Throughout Batman Beyond, Terry worries about living up to Bruce's legacy. Epilogue finally answers that concern. What makes Terry worthy is not his DNA, it's his choices. He chooses to help people. He chooses to keep fighting. He chooses to be Batman. And that choice matters more than blood. The episode therefore becomes a story about legacy rather than destiny. Bruce Wayne's greatest achievement was not creating another Batman. It was inspiring one. Even Bruce receives something like a hopeful ending. The focus is not the DNA twist itself, but the idea that Bruce can finally trust someone else to carry his mission forward.